So here we have Chaga, and we are just in Dollar General working on our leash walking, desensitizing, and specifically leave it. So if Chaga goes to pull ahead like so, I am going to go let her hit the end of that leash, and then lure her back to my left side with a treat, not repositioning with the leash. If she were to continue to pull ahead, like you'll see in a moment, we are going to change direction. I don't want her thinking that if she continues to pull, she's going to get where she's going. I want her to understand that I dictate where we go and what pace we do it.
Yes, good girl. Leave it.
Chaga has been doing fairly well with her leave it command. We have worked on putting treats down on the floor and having her walk past them without reaching for them, and rewarding when, if she does look at them, she immediately turns her contact back to me and focuses on me. So here in the store, just give a gentle tug on the leash if she doesn't leave it when I tell her to.
Nope. Good girl.
Chaga is getting a little full of energy in some of these aisles. So I had to give her a little bit of a leash correction. She is using a martingale, so it's not like it's a flat collar where that pressure wasn't immediately released once the correction was done.
Sit. Stay.
So here we're working on a quick sit stay.
Okay.
And as you saw a moment ago, she broke away from it before I gave the release word. So I simply used my body and luring to reposition her and put her back into roughly the same position, same spot, and restarted. Now, some of these aisles are really narrow, so it's really challenging Chaga and her leash skills to stick to my left side. I don't mind if she kind of tucks behind me a little bit. I just don't want her pulling ahead. So I'm also working with her on doing an automatic sit when we stop walking. I like to do this, especially with working dogs, because it really helps to hone in on that handler focus. They really have to be paying attention to make sure they are stopping and sitting when you stop moving, instead of continuing to move ahead because they aren't paying attention to where you're going.
Good.
Obviously, Chaga is still a puppy, and she still needs understanding and patience, and moments where she doesn't do it right when she's supposed to, but we simply just take it a step back and we do it in a positive manner as much as possible.
Leave it.
So here in a moment you're going to see that I'm going to have her do a sit stay in front of these flowers, and that was just so I could, one, have her sit and stay next to something that's very bright, vivid, kind of in your face, intriguing, but also so I could get some nice pictures of her for you guys. And I apologize for that. My camera had messed up a little bit while doing that. Chaga will hold a nice sit stay for that. She really does well with those things. And here she started to pull ahead. So I put her into a sit. I let her kind of observe her surroundings for a moment while I readjust the leash. And then we walked through this very tight aisle that had a lot of enticing things on the ground. Overall, I would say Chaga did really well with this. There were times where there were employees who kind of made kissy noises at her. People passed by us as we were, walking into the store, making noises at her. And she didn't go up to them reciprocating that attention that they were trying to give to her. She also walked very calmly in and out of those doors.
Good girl.
She does get a little excited when we get up to the car. That's totally normal. She doesn't mind the beep of the hatch opening on the SUV. And here I'm going to use our harness to kind of help guide her to jump up